Here we are. This looks great.
I appreciate it. Spent $7,000 on this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
7K for that tiny camera.
That
right
tiny
there.
camera.
7K for that tiny camera right there.
Wow, we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
become
know.
famous. That's
I
really
know.
investing
Yeah,
before we hit
we
it
don't
big.
have any sponsors.
That's really investing before we get a
Absolutely
sponsor.
no sponsors. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm keeping that in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heartland Havoc. And you can actually see our faces this time, which is crazy. Which is absolutely crazy.
It's crazy. We're like
$7,000 on this.
$7,000. He says.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't believe him.
Yeah. Don't look at my bank account. It is in the negatives. No, but no, but we are here to talk about. And wait, no, I think we need to point out you guys weren't able to see this, but our living room got redecorated or whatever. We got new couches. We got
New chairs.
Yep. Exactly.
So we're.
I mean, you guys can see it.
We're coming at you live here from the living
we are
room.
coming at you live. No, but okay. Here we are heading into another season of high school football in District 4 of the PIAA. We actually got started on time. This is going to be the week 1 episode.
Preview episode for Chase.
Preview episode. And I feel like I'm kind of shooting by the hip.
Yeah, definitely.
This time because, I mean, there's a lot of more information out there about how teams are going to be and whatever. Did I do any research? Absolutely not. So I'm just kind of going off of what I've seen and what I've heard, and we're just going to go from there. Maybe I'm tanking the credibility.
No, I think you're all right. You had a day off. You didn't do any research on it.
I had very important errands to run.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
No, but it's fine. I've been passively taking stuff in the entire time. So, obviously, we're going to talk about, because this is every 2 years, the conferences do realign. So we're going to talk about the conference realignment, what changed, who stayed the same, who went up a division, who went down a division. Then we're going to maybe talk some storylines, do our top 10 power rankings.
Absolutely.
And then end with a good old talking time machine,
which I'm ready to roll with.
Yeah, exactly. He's got one prepared this time. He's had months to think of one. So he's had months to think of one. So we're going to get started with the classification stuff. Now, okay, with 1A, I don't think anything really changed within 1A unless, Dad, you think of anything when I say these teams.
Okay.
I mean, Bucktail.
Yep.
Canton. Line Mountain.
Yep.
Montgomery.
Yep.
Muncie.
Yep.
Northwest area. They might have been 2A last year. Were they 2A? Or am I thinking when we were talking about basketball?
They were definitely 2A in basketball.
Definitely 2A in basketball.
I'm not sure about football.
And then I think
they might have been 2A in football, though.
I don't know. They might have stayed 1A. And then Sarah.
Okay.
Obviously, last year, Line Mountain won
District
4. And it's going to be interesting because Line Mountain did lose. That was a senior heavy squad.
Yes, it was.
There's still some talent still there. I think they still have a wide receiver. I might be wrong on that. They might still have a wide receiver, but there is a young team waiting in the wings ready for, I'm going to assume, to go all in and get a district championship. And that's Montgomery.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think on paper, Montgomery could have the potential to become the top team in here. Obviously, Muncie's always sort of had decent squads. I don't know.
We'll see if
has there been much buzz with Muncie?
A little bit. I think maybe they'll come back a little bit this year from last year. Second year head coach, Coach Persing, Chris Persing. Second year coach up there. Almost want to say Mark Persing, but that is the Smoking head coach.
Yeah.
So they should have a little bit more getting used to the program up there. That's one thing that, Line Mountain has a veteran staff back in place, even though they're losing some kids. Montgomery, though, should be solid.
Montgomery should be pretty good. They have Cameron Waltz, the fullback, coming back. They have Josh Nobles, their 2 running backs last year, Trace Furman and Josh Nobles, are back. So I think that's going to be very helpful. That like your entire backfield's basically back.
They have some running backs that are bigger than their linemen.
Yeah, they
as some small schools happen sometimes.
But I think that's going to help them a lot when their backfield
Exactly.
is going to be very big. And like small schools, 1A schools, they really just pound the rock.
And they are running a version of the wing T, so every year that they get
Southern Columbia is
but every year that you get this is the second or third year for their head coach. Every year that you get better at running the wing T in the system, it's a very very fundamentally requires sound fundamentals to run that system.
Right. Does
or
the
to just
schedule
in it.
Does this schedule okay, no, this goes week by week. This doesn't go individual team schedules.
No, I didn't pull the individual team schedules.
I want to look up who Montgomery has week 1. It might be hard to see. No, but I'm trying to figure out who am I thinking of for Line Mountain. I don't know.
Montgomery plays Hughesville, so they're starting off with a tough. Well, I think Hughesville could be a little bit better this year. So they're starting off with a rival matchup there. Yeah. Line Mountain is against their rival Tri Valley.
So
that's a huge opener for Line Mountain.
That is a big opener.
That's a big, there's a mountain that separates them, and
Tri Valley, what
single A District 11.
Yeah.
So that is a huge match. I'll tell you what.
That's almost like an eye test for them this year.
Absolutely.
I feel like there's a lot of teams of their matchup. Like there can be so much hype going into the season, but if they don't pass the eye test week 1, like week 1, week 2, week 3, maybe might feel a little inconsequential for like playoff wise, because we'll talk about like some of these playoffs are advancing a ton of teams.
They used to play, so here's a little Line Mountain Tri Valley story. They used to play this game at the end of the season, and when I officiated football 25 years ago or so, I had that game at Line Mountain, and I'm the head linesman, so I'm on the Tri Valley sideline. And the 50-50 was drawn at halftime. Now, mind you, Caleb, this is 25 years ago in Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Right.
The pot was $1,000, over $1,000. Yeah, and like one of the guys on the chain crew won it. He like had to hurry up and grab it quick before the second half started. Before the second half started. So he ran away. The guy on the clip held the chain for a little bit, and it was over $1,000. Crazy. Back 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Okay, wait. So 2001.
Roughly
2000s or very early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That could feed your family for an entire year.
Yeah, but that's probably worth $1,500. Like I'm just saying, like that's a lot of money.
Worth a lot. Let's pull up the inflation calculator.
So that's a big first game, is my point.
Yeah, for sure. Muncie does have Warrior Run.
Yes, traditional opener,
and
those two teams.
That's kind of a bit of a tough start for Muncie.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna talk about Warrior Run real soon. But if I had to guess who would come out of 1A, the winner, I think it would be Montgomery. And there might be a chance that it might not even be.
Well, you also don't know what. Where we're really not versed is the northern tier. Canton, I don't know if they have anything coming back. Sometimes they have a decent team, typical small school that usually go in cycles. So I'd always watch out for a team like Canton.
They find a group of seniors and then kind of ride it out. Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to 2A.
Okay.
So, Bloomsburg has been in 2A. Hughesville's been in 2A. North Penn Mansfield, I think, was 2A last year. South Williamsport was definitely 2A. Southern Columbia, the state champions, staying 2A. Towanda staying 2A. Wyalusing, Warrior Run, and Troy. So actually, there was I don't think anyone joined 2A.
No, but some left.
Teams that left to go up to 3A, which we'll get to.
Right.
3A are now very comparable in size, which I think last year there was like 13 2A schools or something crazy like that.
A lot more 2A.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there was only like 7 3A schools. Now it's very even between the two. But there is 9 teams. This is an 8-team playoff.
As far as I can tell.
So
Yep.
as far as we can tell, maybe as the season goes on, teams will drop out because of the.
You
gotta
could
be at
end up
least
with a
500.
bye. We ended up with some buys last
We
year.
did. So that could be a possibility. And I mean, obviously, kind of have to say Southern Columbia is the favorites. The heavy favorites. returning a lot of they're returning a lot of players.
Southern, then you
Brock,
got yep.
Garcia's back. There's hold up.
I think they have
like so many top players. It's insane.
There's another lineman back.
There's a couple of linemen back. There
is he back?
Quentin.
Those kids.
I'm gonna find out. No, but they're definitely gonna be the top dogs. It's almost gonna come down to who's gonna potentially challenge them, if that's the case. But I don't know if that's gonna be. That's a tall task. I think there's a chance that Warrior Run could end up becoming like I can see a world where Warrior Run comes back to the championship game like 2 years ago. I mean, for Southern Columbia, Grady Garcia's back. Jason Malakovsky.
Oh, the receiver,
the tight end, yeah. Chase Williams. They're one of the defensive line, the defensive ends that's really good. Aiden Michaels, Blaze Kissinger,
yep.
Joey Williams is still there. Their core is basically still there and still intact. But Warrior Run, they do have all of their offensive linemen returning.
I think they're missing one.
Are they missing one?
I think they're missing one.
No, I think you're right. They have most.
They got to replace the center, I think.
Yeah, you're right. But all the guards are back. All the tackles are back. Jackson Albright is probably the best lineman in the area, I would say.
Well, he's already committed to Rutgers. I'm not sure if I've heard of any other linemen committing to D1 school.
To D1 in our area.
School,
that's very rare in our area. That's
so.
And then obviously they still have Denon Beachel at running back. Yep. This is once again, this is going to be a team that's going to lean on the run game for them.
They have to replace Kiefer and Zekman at quarterback and receiver. Respectively. So they'll have to do something there. They'll be good in the run game. A lot of those same linemen play defense, so I'm sure Coach Bowman will have them getting really after it there. And then you got what I read a little bit of a preview was Coach Zekman was touting the special teams actually with the punter who is also the quarterback Stevenson, and then the kicker Carter McCormick.
Okay, gotcha.
Who's back to playing soccer this year?
Okay, so I love the quarterback also being the punter.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can see some fun trick plays.
That could have some fun with whoever's running the punt team.
With your QB being a punter, you're not sort of quite sure what they're gonna do. I feel so.
Right.
If it's fourth and 2, if it's like 4th and 5, middle of the field, and your quarterback can either pass it and get it that way, or I don't know if is he a mobile guy or is he?
He's pretty. I think he's kind of athletic.
Okay, yeah. No, I think that can be fun to see. I remember a couple seasons ago when Lewisburg, the game opener of Lewisburg, and they scored all their points on like special teams plays.
Yeah, Ethan Hoover was the leading rusher in the game on fake punt.
Another fake punt. And I think a third fake punt.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy.
All right. And then there's also Bloomsburg. I feel like Bloomsburg is also going to have the chance to be really good this year. They do not have Wyatt Brocious anymore. I think it's their backup QB from last year is the starter, but they do still have their offensive weapons still intact. Jahari Morris Stewart still there. which I think he has the opportunity to absolutely end up becoming the best wide receiver stats wise in our area. I think there's a chance you can make that case. And then they also have Julius Sarand, Sarant,
Okay.
Durant, another wide receiver. So they're bringing back the wide receiver one, wide receiver two. I feel like that can help them a lot.
Well, and is it Moore Stewart? That's
Moore Stewart,
Moore Stewart also plays some running back, so he's kind of
yeah,
a
he's their gadget
flexible
guy.
slash guy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Kogan having him taking some snaps, possibly also.
could
A little
maybe
bit of
see some
wildcat
wildcat. Yeah,
action.
yeah. And I think what's interesting is that I'm very intrigued to see what Troy ends up doing. They have lost a lot of their championship core. I think most of them have pretty much graduated at this
Yeah.
point. So their state championship from 2 years ago, they don't really have those guys, but they still definitely have the culture up there, though. So we'll see, like a very good winning culture. And I mean, Northern Tier is, I don't want to say, I mean, it is very competitive up there, but like, I think the top dog, I feel like every time there's only like really one top dog out of the Northern Tier.
Yeah.
It's not as like as deep as
Yeah, it can
what
be.
the PHAC has. So it's going to be very interesting to see what like the top dog of the Northern Tier becomes, and I'll touch on that more when we get to 3A because there's a couple of interesting Northern Tier teams up there. Southern Columbia, South Williamsport could be interesting because they went 6-4 last year. They're technically competing in like Northern Tier.
Northern Tier, yeah.
They're kind of competing in Northern Tier, so maybe they also can take up that top dog Northern Tier mantle. Yeah, I don't know about any of these. I mean,
Where's Loyalsock?
Loyalsock's 3A.
Okay.
They're one of the teams that got moved up.
Yeah.
Hughesville, I think I don't know much on Hughesville this year.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Puzzle face says everything. So.
Sorry, I don't really know either. I don't know if they have people coming back. I don't know if they were older. They weren't
great last year.
Team last year,
like 3-7, or I think somewhere around that.
Yeah,
around
I mean,
there.
everyone. I don't know.
I think this is a kind of, we have to kind of wait and see for that. All right, we're moving on to 3A. This 3A, most teams in any of the conferences and any of the classifications, and this kind of feels a little loaded. So got Athens, who was really good last year in the Northern Tier, probably the second best school. Central Columbia, Pulaski Valley, Danville, Lewisburg, Loyalsock, Mifflinburg, Mount Carmel, Montoursville, Wellsboro.
That's pretty tough. There's some. This is gonna be a fun division to talk about.
I think this was a fun division last year.
Yeah.
I feel like out of the biggest headlines for me are like Montoursville and Mount Carmel.
So
get on your soapbox.
So I officiated the Mount Carmel Warrior Run Montgomery tri-scrimmage. Mount Carmel is the real deal. Like they looked impressive. That offense is tough to defend. But most impressively defensively, they came to play 100%. The first couple plays, they stopped Warrior Run in the backfield. Mount Carmel was on defense. They stopped Beechville twice for losses the first two plays of the scrimmage.
Which is really good considering Warrior Run returned most of their O-line and Denon ran for like 1,300 yards.
Yeah, we're talking about that being Warrior Run's strength.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mount Carmel stopped them right away. They were ready to play that scrimmage. They're ready to play the season. They looked mid-season form. With a lot of seniors, I think, back on that team. There's the quarterbacks. Delaney's back.
Delaney's back. He's gonna be great for them.
Karicki, who they had at defensive end and fullback in the scrimmage some. Maybe he played some tight end. I'm not 100% sure. but he could wreck some things up front. Their whole front line was pretty tough. Yeah, so
This is always a
they
coal
were a
region team
coal
that has a
region
the coal
tough
region teams always have good
football.
offensive line.
They they played hard, fundamentally sound. They clearly won that scrimmage with those other two teams. Now, and we talked highly of Warrior Run and Montgomery in their
Right.
divisions. So like it's not like they were playing slouches there. So yeah, so Mount Carmel will be decent. Yeah, they'll be pretty good.
And I think for Montoursville, I think they did lose.
They lost Christian Banks.
Their quarterback is back.
But I'm interested. Elijah Eck is back. One of their the kind of the second running back, Reader's back. I'm pretty sure. I think he was only a junior. And I think a lot of their line is back. So So they're a real interesting team. I'm not sure what that back receiver was. If they have anyone back receiver back
either.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Eck is a dual threat kind of quarterback. So they should be decent. I have them ranked up there. I'm interested to see how well they do.
Yeah, I think having your quarterback back, I'd rather have, well, maybe not, but like having your quarterback back is returning.
Yes,
is very helpful for continuity of the team. You don't have to relearn a guy because like backup QB like does know the offense, but like not to the level of like your starter. So having him back and then having a good O line back.
They do have a new head coach this year though.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how that will work out or if the same offense is back. Because I was just gonna say, from coaching, one of the advantages of having a quarterback as a returning starter is you can sometimes they start to read and understand what you want. You sometimes give them multiple plays and audible out of something that the defense might give you a bad look, which is a real advantage in high school if you can get to that point.
All right, and then there's also Mifflinburg.
Yeah,
they did lose their quarterback, right?
They lost Chad Martin, the quarterback. He's playing tight end at Bucknell. They lost Landon Murray, their outstanding receiver. He's playing, I think, receiver at Susquehanna.
Well, they do still have Landon Moser, though.
They have Landon Moser in the backfield. They lost their entire offensive line. But they were, I saw them in JV last year. They're a pretty decent JV football team. So I think they're excited about what they have coming back. They're going to be a bit young.
Right.
You don't graduate. They had like 10 plus seniors last year. You don't graduate 10 plus seniors and not be young generally the next year.
Right. There might be a little bit of a fall off, but this could end up being a very interesting team.
Yeah. They still have 6 to 8 seniors on the team this year for leadership and a lot of guys that played last year.
Right. And then you have sort of, I'm going to mention the two Northern Tier teams. You have Athens and you have Kawaneski Valley. Athens, I believe, is returning their quarterback, and I think might be returning their quarterback, Connor Davidson.
Okay.
They're returning Connor Davidson, and I think they're returning. What position is it?
Returning a receiver, aren't they?
I think they're returning a receiver. That sounds about right.
I think he's a track kid.
And then we have like Kawaneski Valley, who I remember being a young team last year. So I think they could end up being a decent team as well. I would have loved to see Kawaneski Valley in 2A.
Yeah,
I think the jump up to 3A is going to be hard for them to get anywhere in the tournament wise, especially with Montoursville, Montgomery, a potential decent Mifflinburg team. And I mean, we haven't even talked about Danville, Lewisburg, and Loyalsock yet. I think Northern Tier kind of has a bad go in here, unless Athens really are like world beaters.
Yeah, and I think Kawaneski Valley here is really hurt by, they co-op with a couple other schools, which probably put their numbers over the 3A, and I don't know.
And then there's Danville, there's Lewisburg, there's Loyalsock that I feel like we need to touch upon.
Danville, and reading one of the daily item write-ups after the scrimmage, they're starting a freshman quarterback.
Oh my gosh!
But Madden Patrick When did he graduate? Last year or the year
I
before?
think he
Year
graduated
before.
before.
So this one must be his. This must be a brother because his name's Macon Patrick.
Okay.
So yeah. They
Do you think when
new coach, new culture there. It'll be interesting to see.
I think when he becomes a father, he's gonna name his kid Patrick, so he could go to the name. So because he's making Patrick, making
That's
Patrick.
great. Yeah.
But that means his child would be named Patrick, which is
Or
maybe that's his
they could
middle
call
name.
him Pat Patrick.
Pat Patrick.
Okay, so we're going way down.
That's a Madden-generated name
way
if I've
down,
ever heard one.
way down a rabbit hole that we should
Pat
get out
Patrick. Okay, when we were talking about, we're still recording this podcast in the year of 2053. We're gonna be talking about Pat Patrick.
Okay.
All right. Okay. No, but I think Lewisburg is returning Jalen Walker.
Yes.
They're really good wide receiver. So, and I think they're starting a sophomore or a junior quarterback. I don't.
Well, that's interesting because they have this word to remember his name. The starter from last year is back, but he's not starting this year.
I think.
Or is there a competition?
My info might have been bad. It might have just been a competition.
There might be a
my info
competition.
might have been bad.
There might be a competition because they do have a younger kid,
Yeah.
Jameson, and so not Walker, but my word, I should remember his name. Can't remember. Carter.
Yeah.
Xavier Carter.
Xavier Carter.
Yep.
And then there's Loyal Sock, who I haven't really heard much about Loyal Sock and what they've got going.
They would have graduated their quarter.
They would have graduated the quarterback. They would have graduated the running back too.
Yeah, I don't know where Loyal Sock's at. I haven't heard much about them either. So I'm guessing they're not. Don't have a whole lot coming back, but you never know what Coach Van Fleet has going up there.
Yeah, you never know what's going to be popping up.
You know, I mean, honestly, you don't know.
Southern Columbia. Loyal Sock's one of those sleeper teams. I feel
they could be a real sleeper.
Could
team.
always end up becoming.
You know,
really
they lost in the first round of the playoffs last year to Bloomsburg in 2A.
Yep.
So, and they were really injury decimated in that game. And so if that was an indication of what they have coming back, it wasn't necessarily the best.
Right. But okay, we'll always just see. It's hard.
I mean, last year we started a few weeks into the season, so
right, exactly. We have a lot less to go off of. Moving on to 4A. Now, this is always the fun one. This is always the fun one in our area, and it's because there's Shamokin,
Jersey Shore.
There's Jersey Shore, and then joining them is Milton.
Okay.
3A last year. They
Yeah.
did lose Athens, which was 4A last year, and they bumped down to 3A. Chickalemi's still in there. Selinsgrove is still in there, and then Midwest and Columbia Montour Votech. So I think, I mean, obviously, it's gonna be interesting to see what type of Jersey Shore team we're gonna get this year, because Shamokin's going to be good. Shamokin is like one of the top 10 or like one of the top teams for 4A. Like actually going to be contending for 4A, I feel, because they've been returning a lot of players.
And by you say contending, you mean for a state championship?
For a state championship.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. They lost some, but they're right back at it with, I mean, they have a tough middle linebacker.
Got Logan Steele.
They got Logan Steele to do everything: quarterback, DB, punt returner, kick returner, punter, kicker.
Still got Noah Ringus in the backfield.
Ringus is back. Yep.
Part of that committee. Losing Zakeem Clinton is gonna be tough, but like I think it's gonna be still move on like nothing's happened.
Steinhardt, was it Colin Steinhardt?
Yeah, Steinhardt's still back. Yeah,
Steinhardt's back at receiver, DB.
Returning a lot of O linemen.
He's their he kicks off sometimes. Like they got a lot of people back. Lot of people back. So I would look for good things from Shamokin again this year.
Jersey Shore is returning like their quarterback. I'm pretty sure. I think Pauling's coming back. Or is still back, and they still like Jersey Shore still has like some talent around them. It's just like once again with like 2A is like, is anyone going to be able to beat Southern Columbia in 2A?
Well,
Is anyone going to be able to beat Shamokin in 4A?
and Jersey Shore always creates that advantage with how they manage the clock by going
Mm-hmm.
fast on offense. Teams have to be ready for them, especially early in the season. So that could be a real check for teams early in the season.
Yep.
See how good shape they're in.
Yeah, Nolan Pauling's still back. Cash Harrod is still back. They're running back. So the quarterback and running back are still.
Well, Seacrest is gone though.
But I mean, Seacrest is gone, but Harrod was still a decent.
Okay, yeah, but
still a decent running back for them though.
Yeah.
And I mean, Pauling's still like a
running
dual threat.
Yep.
So they're gonna lose some stuff in the running game, but it's still gonna look similar to what it's been years past though.
Yeah.
Shikellamy is interesting because they also have lost their quarterback Brady Raybuck, but they do still have, much similar to like a Bloomsburg, they do still have Thomas Pollock, their one wide receiver, and Corbin Stahl, another one of their wide receivers. So their like skill guys are still there. They've just lost a very dynamic quarterback in Brody Raybuck.
Yes. And a multi-year starter.
But I think it's going to be interesting to see how they end up doing. I think there's a chance they could end up being competitive with the Jersey Shore. That might be a little too optimistic, but I think there could be something. There could be something there this year. And then Selinsgrove, they were young last year. They're returning some players.
The quarterback is back. Rocco Amato's back
back.
At least second, if not third year starting. I think I've heard good things about their line this year. So they were young last year. I think they've grown up. I think I've heard good things about them. I think their running back is they're looking for good things from a running back too. So I think Selinsgrove's on the upside this year.
Yeah, it's one of those potential teams.
Yep.
Melton, I don't know if there's a lot going for Melton. I don't, because Fisher Montgomery retired.
Montgomery Fisher.
Montgomery Fisher. Did I say Fisher Montgomery?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I got it backwards.
Yeah. So, but they have a quarterback that I've heard their coach talk about, or read about their coach talking about in a couple different articles about, who's young, and I think he was slated to be the starter last year, but got injured in the preseason or in the first game. So they should be a little bit better, hopefully, for the Black Panthers.
Yeah. And there's also Jackson Wirt. I think he's pretty good on the defensive side of the ball. So also plays wide receiver for them. So maybe Milton can be decent this year as well. Columbia Montour Votech and Midwest have always kind of been tough.
Votech has an interesting. They play a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I looked at their schedule a little bit because they play on Saturdays.
Yeah.
A lot because they don't have lights. So Votech opens with Shenandoah Valley.
Okay.
Shenandoah. That's how you gotta say it. Then here you go. This might be the game of week 2. Votech at Midwest. To see who wins.
A game of all time for sure.
To see who wins. Then they play at Montrose.
You hyped it up like it wasn't actually interesting. I was like, oh, who are they going to play? They're going to play Berwick? Like, who are they going to? No, I'm joking, but
then here's the interesting part of their schedule, Caleb. They play on Friday, September 11th against at Montrose.
Okay.
Then they play on Tuesday, September 15th at
Mac
Northwest.
Tuesdays?
Wait.
Mac Tuesdays.
Then they play on Saturday, September 19th.
They play on a Tuesday and then a Sunday.
At the Renaissance. Tuesday, then a Saturday at the Renaissance Academy Charter School, wherever that is. So they're
Philadelphia.
They're playing 3 games in 8 days.
Renaissance
Academy Charter School.
If I know how to spell Renaissance.
Yeah, you gotta spell that first.
Where do you think it is? Give me a guess.
Philadelphia.
I mean, it is. Oh no, it's Phoenixville.
Oh, okay.
So it's Philly,
Outside of Philly.
outside of Philly.
But
Yeah, 2.5 hour drive from where we are. So about 2 hours from
then
where
they're
they are.
taking another trip down in October 3rd to take on Jenkintown, the JTP.
The JTP? Okay, maybe Barry Goldberg's gonna be there. Maybe he's gonna be there, man.
Anyhow,
knows?
a little bit on the Votech schedule.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, they just struck me as interesting, the teams they're playing.
All right. We're gonna hit 6A real quick, and there's Williamsport. Obviously it's a combination of 2A or District 2 and District 4. And I think this Williamsport team could be better than last year, I think.
Yeah.
Back.
Their quarterback's back.
Yeah, their quarterback's back. And
I think that they have a new head coach in an alum.
oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's
losing your mind. Losing
Harry
memory.
Brown's younger brother.
Okay, got it.
Trying to think of what his name is. Kevin Brown.
Okay.
Yep, Kevin Brown.
Well, no, but Telvin Williams is coming back for them, so like having your quarterback back is very helpful.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Normally, they can kind of hang with the 4A teams. Whenever they play them, they kind of split it half the time. Like Shamokin and Jersey Shore have been able to beat them a couple times with them.
Right.
Beat Shikellamy.
The Division 1 of the PHAC, they're able to
Yeah,
hang with and get some good wins.
Division 1 of the PHAC. But
right on.
That is what the conferences are looking like heading into the season. So it's time for the thing you've all been waiting for. It's the top 10 rankings heading into week 1.
All right.
Do you have any honorable mentions, Padre?
Oh, I didn't even think about honorable mentions.
You didn't even think about.
No, but I do. I do have honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions that I have are Shikellamy and Mifflinburg and Bloomsburg. Those would be my honorable mentions.
They're going to be pretty different then, I think.
Those are my honorable mentions.
I think your lists are going to look very different then.
I think they might.
Because you mentioned one team that's in my honorable mentions. That is Shikellamy.
Okay.
And I think I have honorable mention to Kawaneski Valley.
Oh.
I think I want to see how the Northern Tier shakes out before I want to say that like put like multiple. I do have a Northern Tier team on the list, but I just want to see how it shakes up there before I rank them in my top 10. So, okay, what do you have at number 10?
I have Selinsgrove at number 10.
Interesting. I have Montgomery.
Okay.
Selinsgrove would have. I think if I thought about it, Selinsgrove would have made my my top 10, or not my top 10, my honorable mentions. I don't know. I think the last couple of years have kind of put like a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. But like I also remember my freshman and sophomore year where we weren't like the best, but we had potential.
Yep.
And Remington Quarterman was our starter.
Yep.
And he looked okay my sophomore year, and then my junior year, his senior year, he was a really good quarterback. So maybe that's gonna happen with their quarterback. But I think for me, it's kind of like a see it to believe it sort of thing.
Okay.
And I'm really relying on looking at the teams on paper.
Okay.
I think Montgomery, has a very solid run game for 1A, and that's my thoughts. Why'd you have Selinsgrove at number 10?
Yeah, I thought with Rocco Amato coming back for his third year starting, and like I said, I heard good things about their offensive line. So I think they're going to be improved. I think they'll do better in that, I think they'll compete in 4A. I think they could give, it'll just be interesting. That's where I had them. So I think their defense will be decent. I don't know.
Gotcha. All right, number 9.
All right.
I have Mifflinburg.
All right, I have Muncie at 9.
Interesting. I think I think both Mifflinburg and Muncie are sort of like those potential teams. Like we'll see how they
Yeah,
how they play. We see how they go.
I want to see how Mifflinburg, does overall. Concerned.
I think Landon Moser's talent is really why I put it
He
at
is
9.
okay. That's a good point. Good point.
He's a good player.
He is a good player. He's a very good player. Yep.
What'd you have Muncie at 9?
I just thought they usually are not. They had kind of a down season last year, and they usually are not down for too
2
long.
years in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just based off of tradition.
All right. Number 8. What do you have?
I have Williamsport at 8.
You have Williamsport at 8. I
Mhm.
completely forgot to put Williamsport on my list, so Williamsport gets an honorable mention.
Okay.
But I have Athens at number.
Okay.
8.
I didn't think about Athens.
I think for the Northern Tier, I think Athens probably has the best chance of being that top team, that top dog, because they're returning their quarterback and they're returning that wide receiver, and I believe they still have like their head coach intact. So
Yeah.
I think that sort of combination can will you to win games, especially in the Northern Tier, and you have a lot of smaller schools up there. I think that can be very helpful.
Williamsport, quarterback's back.
Yep.
I think some of their linemen are back. I also think that with the alumni Kevin Brown, sometimes he can, a new coach can sometimes speak into the kids and maybe get an athlete or two out that wasn't playing football at a school like Williamsport, can help make a difference somewhere, whether it be even on special teams to give a starter a blow, or, that kid that you're going to put in that could be a burner to send on a streak down the field, a fly pattern, or lock someone down on defense maybe. That's why I put Williamsport there, I think.
No, I respect it, and if I remembered Williamsport, they might have actually been on this list. Okay. What are we at? We're at 7?
Yep.
I have Bloomsburg at number 7.
I have, and after we talked in our preview, I might not have the team.
Is it Troy?
7. No, it's Loyalsock.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So again, kind of along the idea that usually they have something decent coming around.
Going, yeah.
Kind of on a history of where the program's been at is kind of how I ranked. I ranked some of these.
I mean, you've been in this area.
So that's why I put Loyalsock at 7. I figured they can't be down for too long. Last year kind of being a down season.
All right. I picked Bloomsburg because of their good skill positions.
That's good.
Stewart is gonna be like a very good guy for them. I would have ranked them higher if Wyatt Brocious was back. If like this was Wyatt Brocious. Absolutely. About a top 5.
Bloomsburg would have been in my top 10 easily if Wyatt Brocious was back.
In my opinion, but I think you still return your skill guys, and I think that's going to help you in the long run. All right, number 6.
I have Warrior Run at number 6.
Okay, I have Montoursville at number 6.
Okay.
I think Eli Eck can be very helpful for them. I think there was two types of teams that I like really had in the ranking, and it's teams that the quarterback stayed put and is still there, and then teams that didn't have the quarterback stayed put and stayed there, but like the rest of their positions on paper look pretty solid. And I think Montoursville kind of fits a little bit of both of that criteria.
Yep.
I mean,
I think you're right. Did I cut you off?
Yeah, no, you're good.
I have Warrior Run at 6. Basically with the line coming back and the running back. You win high school football games, especially early in the season and late in the season on the ground.
Yep.
So we'll see how the quarterback comes along. But that's why I have Warrior Run at 6.
I have Warrior Run at 5, so that's not.
So we flipped. I have Montoursville at 5.
Yeah. I think they're both on that the borderline top 5 teams right there.
Yep.
And I think, having like a good offensive line and a good running back eases the new starting quarterback in to whatever role he's going to be.
True.
Filling.
I went quarterback heavy on my top 5 with that coming back. Yeah. And that's the reason why. And I also thought I read somewhere where a lot of their linemen are back. So I gave the edge to Montoursville over Warrior Run at 5 there.
Okay. I think we definitely have the same top 4.
The same 4 teams.
I think we still have the same 4 teams.
Yep, it might matter the order.
Okay, can we count down for this one? Because I think this might actually be consistent.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Mount Carmel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both at 4?
Both at 4.
Both at 4. Yeah, I think the fact that your description on how they did when you came home and I was asking you about how
Yeah.
they performed in that scrimmage, your description was like, I was like, I have to uh take that into consideration because I think earlier before that in my head I was like, maybe I ranked them a little lower because they had a really up and down season last year. But I think this is gonna be a continuation of what happened in the second half of Mount Carmel's season last year.
Yeah.
Where they were dominating, and even when they weren't winning, it was extremely close. And they were playing against, they were standing toe to toe with some of the top teams
Mm-hmm.
in the state. Like they almost beat Schmoken in the coal
Yep.
bucket
Yep.
game. So I think that's momentum that they're tangibly taking into the next this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Number 3.
3, 2, 1.
Jersey Shore.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. We're both on the same page. I think they're returning their quarterback, returning one of their running backs is going to be very helpful. A very interesting type of play calling and scheme that
Exactly.
will always put
Hurry
them
up.
on the top of a 4A.
It gives them an advantage right away.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot of teams that like to chew the clock and
Yeah.
run the ball. Jersey Shore still loves to run the ball. They just don't like to chew the clock.
Right. Like it or hate it, this gives them an advantage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Number 2. 3, 2, 1.
Smoking.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Turning a lot of people.
Yeah. Returning a lot of people. Big things expected. Could be the 4A champion.
Yep. Could be 4A champ.
Yeah. That's what we're going to say.
And then number 1. 3, 2, 1.
Southern Columbia.
Yeah. I mean, you have to respect the fact that they're the 2A champion, and I think there is a good chance that they might do back to back.
Yeah, and let's just rewind for 1 second here, Caleb. I think there's a legitimate chance Mount Carmel could win the 3A state championship.
I think there's a good chance that they could do it too.
There could be 3 legitimately looking at possibly 3 District 4 state champions. You know,
wouldn't it be cool if 1A if we had multiple state champions?
That would be awesome.
And I think Montgomery even has a chance if they really come alive. There's a chance that they could also do some damage in the playoffs.
Yep.
So, but I think this year is like a very strong year for District 4 when it comes to the caliber of teams, the talent on even some of the middle of the pack teams. There's still like a really good wide receiver you got to watch out for, a good running back, a decent offensive line. There's like good defense. Like even the middle of the pack teams still have something to be like to worry about if you're a top team. Like if I'm Shamokin, I'm looking at Shikellamy and I go, okay, their wide receivers are kind of terrifying. They could be really good. Like if I'm a Southern Columbia, I'm looking at Bloomsburg. I'm also looking at their wide receivers. Or it's like I'm looking at the playoffs in 3A and Mount Carmel gets Athens or Cowanesque Valley. Like it's going to be a very interesting season for District 4, and we're going to be here all of it. That's the plug. Like and subscribe.
Get your news every week. We're going to be
Spotify.
consistent.
Yeah,
we're going to try to be consistent. We're recording this Tuesday night. It'll come out. It'll come out hopefully Wednesday.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Even tonight. Who knows?
Or even tonight.
Who knows? All right. Okay. We're gonna go over the schedule for week 1 real quick.
Okay.
I'll give my vibes. I'll give my picks.
Should I give it to you?
Go for it. Just roll with it.
All right. District 4, Bloomsburg at Milton. The Battle of the Panthers.
Well, that's 2A versus 4A.
Panthers versus Black Panthers.
Give me the normal Panthers.
Normal Panthers, Bloomsburg.
Normal Panthers.
Okay, here comes Hamburg making the long trip to Midwest.
I know nothing about Hamburg. I'm still picking them.
Okay, they were good a couple years ago.
Okay. Yep.
Hughesville at Montgomery.
I think I'll take Montgomery on that one.
Okay. Juniata at Selinsgrove.
I know nothing about Juniata.
Gonna take Selinsgrove?
I think this one might be close. I'll take Selinsgrove. we'll play the homer. Yeah.
This is an interesting week one matchup to see what these two teams have. Lewisburg at Danville.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Very interesting. I'm gonna pick Lewisburg just because Danville's starting a freshman QB.
Okay. The aforementioned rivalry game, Line Mountain at Tri-Valley. Couple single A teams duking it out.
Maybe it's I don't know if Tri-Valley is good at all, but
they've been good some years.
I think I'm gonna give it to Tri-Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loyalsock at Central Columbia.
I think Loyalsock. I think they probably have a little more potential.
Okay. Montoursville at Troy.
I think Montoursville. But
that's an interesting opening week.
It's going to be an interesting opening one to see if Troy still has the sauce or not.
Yep. Here's one. Here's a District 11 team making the long trip to Jersey Shore. North Schuylkill, traditional District 11 power in, I believe, 3A at Jersey Shore.
This one's a fun one. I think I'm going to go with Jersey Shore here, though. But this one could go either way.
Here's another District 11 versus District 4 matchup. Whole region style. Schuylkill Haven at Mount Carmel.
I think give me Mount Carmel on this one.
Okay.
I think they're going to start off strong.
Then we got another one. Shamokin at Pottsville.
Give me Shamokin.
Okay.
Pottsville's good, but Shamokin's way better.
Shikellamy at Mifflinburg.
Give me Shikellamy on that one. Okay. That one could also be fun, though.
South Williamsport at North Penn Mansfield.
I don't know much about either of them. I'm going to go off of South Williamsport, though.
Warrior Run at Muncie.
Warrior Run.
Williamsport at Wyoming Valley West.
Ooh. Wyoming Valley West is always pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Wyoming Valley West.
Okay. Now, this is probably the game of the week. Wild Missing at Southern Columbia.
This one, Southern Columbia lost last year, but that was their only loss of the season. And Wild Missing is always like a 4A contender.
Yeah.
And I believe last year was at Wild Missing. This year it's at Southern Columbia, and I think that does mean something.
Okay.
Considering it's going to be their first game after their championship, I'm gonna take Southern Columbia here.
And then on Saturday we have Shenandoah Valley at Columbia Montour Votech.
Shenandoah Valley.
Yeah.
All right, those were the games. And now we're going to go to everyone's favorite end segment. It's Christopher telling me about the distant past of the 80s and 90s. It's the Talking Time Machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s, everything was cable television, right? Well, there was maybe some satellites, but mostly cable television. Along with that is there was something called pay-per-view. What is pay-per-view? You know what pay-per-view is?
I know what pay-per-view is.
Okay. So along
the question, no, you got more.
So that was part of it. So along with pay-per-view, where you could buy events, boxing, wrestling, things like that.
They still kind of do that now with most of the boxing.
Yeah, they do some.
It's becoming more relevant with the fact that streaming's the thing.
You got.
I remember pay-per-view being a thing when I was a kid.
Okay. So back about 88, 89 or so, WrestleMania was a couple years old.
Right.
So we're going pro wrestling here. Then they decided to do an event that's called SummerSlam.
Yep. I don't know about SummerSlam.
Okay, so SummerSlam happened. So one of the first SummerSlam, I believe, there was a huge tag team called the Mega Powers.
Yeah.
Who were the Mega Powers?
This was such a long thing to
lead up to.
You're like, pay-per-view. And I was like, is this going to be like a boxing thing? And then you talked about SummerSlam.
Pro wrestling.
I mean, it is pro wrestling. What were they called?
Mega Powers.
Mega Powers. It's giving like a Hulk Hogan sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of
You're right. You're right.
Hulk Hogan's one of them.
Yep.
And I think, I don't know if the Big Show's the other guy.
Not the Big Show.
Not
No, the Big Show wasn't around yet.
The thing is, I need I know like the big people. Like I know Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
I know Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar is a lot later.
Newer,
than that, like 2000s.
Yep.
What was this guy? What was this wrestler's shtick? What was
Okay,
what was
so
his
I can
niche?
give you a hint.
Yeah.
At one of your college football games, I believe it was one of your friends. Well, he was dressed as this person, as this wrestler in the stands at one of your games,
Yeah.
and I thought it was the best.
Yeah, I know. I need to remember. I know who you're talking about, and I know Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we got there.
Yeah, yeah.
He did also look like.
He did look like the
yeah.
Macho Man. It's the best
Yeah,
thing.
I think it was the homecoming game.
Was it the white? Yeah, it was the homecoming or whiteout.
It was either homecoming. No, you were here for whiteout. It was whiteout.
Yeah,
Definitely was.
so it was
Randy
like
Savage.
it was like the best stick
I'm sure
at a
it
Division
was.
III football game in 2021.
Yeah,
You know,
we
like
did win that game.
Yeah.
I was on the sideline the entire time, but we did win that game.
Yeah.
Okay, that is it for today's episode. Tonight's first episode of Heartland Havoc for football. Stay tuned for the rest of the season. We're gonna keep on covering
football.
football until all the teams are out or have won. Which I think we have the chance to actually talk about multiple teams.
Are you seeing a
really
game
deep.
Are you working a game
No,
this
I
week?
am working a game
Okay.
this week. I'll be at Southern Columbia and Wyomissing.
Okay, awesome.
I will be there. So if you see the big man, just know that he's clocked in and he's
Okay.
working. Okay. No, but hey, thank you for everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the fact that we actually got a freaking camera this time.
Got a camera.
And if you're listening, head on to the YouTube channel, see what we're talking about, see the cool sports, Eagles memorabilia, go Birds. And we will see you next week to talk about what happened in week 1.
Go Birds. Get out and see a game.
Go out and see a game. Go Birds.
See ya.